everybody, Sticks here with the Token Minorities, bringing you another deck on Pokemon TCG Online, and today we have a deck centered around Mega Aggron-EX. This thing is so bulky. I think it is tied for the second highest HP of all cards, I think, in the format, with tied with Primal Groudon, Primal Kyogre, I think, and Mega T-Tar. It is only less than Wailord EX, but I mean, Wailord EX is freaking ridiculous. And we are going to be focusing on the Megaton Slam. Does 120 plus flipping a coin. If heads, this attack does 120 more. If tails, this attack does 20 damage to each of your bench Pokemon. So if we hit heads, we will KO literally everything again except Wailord. But if we hit tails, that will do a lot of damage to our bench, and so we're going to need to find a way around that. For support, we are using a Shaman EX, a 2-2 line of Zorua and Zoroark, because these Aggron and Mega Aggron both take a lot of energy to power up, along with Aegislash and Dialga and Heatran. So we will be using Bronzong with the Metal Link's ability to accelerate the Steel energy onto them. However, they have to be on our bench in order to accelerate. So if there's one in our active spot, it doesn't matter. We can't accelerate energy to it. So we will be using Zoroark with the stand-in ability to be able to rush in, well, like Keldeo, and retreat. That way we can accelerate from the active, and then we can accelerate to whatever we want to be in the active and then bring them back out. Zoroark also works as a backup attacker with Mind Jack. If our opponent loads up the bench, we can hit for a lot of damage, so that's pretty nice. As for other tech cards, we are running one Aegislash so we can beat special energy decks. We're running a Dialga EX. I mean, normally I don't have the full arts or the secret rares just because I like to trade them to get a lot more stuff, but I mean, this thing is just so cool. I mean, I pulled it in a Phantom Forces opening, and I love this thing. It's awesome. But Dialga is for shutting down opposing EXs. Heatran is for shutting down things that shut down EXs. And yeah, so I mean, basically we just have a bunch of Steel Pokemon that can cover a bunch of different options, with the main focus being on the Mega Aggron. We are running one Battle Compressor to get the Steel energy into our discard pile, so our Bronzong will be able to Metal Links. Running two Level Ball to get Bronzor and Zorua out. One Professor's Letter just to get energy into our hand early on. A Repeat Ball. So that's, I mean, Repeat Ball is really only for Bronzong. I mean, you'll almost never be using it any other case. We are using one Super Rod just to get some stuff back in our deck, because we are only running a 2-2 line of the Aggron and Mega Aggron, because I mean, this thing is hard enough to take out to where, I mean, it kind of stays on the field enough. So if we have to discard one with a Sycamore or an Ultra Ball, we can just get it back in our deck with the Super Rod. Running one switch just in case we run into a Wobbuffet deck and stand-in is shut down. We can still switch out to accelerate. We are running three Ultra Ball to get everything out, three VS Seekers to reuse our supporters, two Lysander, because Lysander, 3-3 of Birch Sycamore, one Skyla. And then here's where we are taking care of the bench damage. We are running a Mountain Ring, which prevents all damage done to bench Pokemon by attacks. We could also potentially run a Mr. Mime, but I think that Mountain Ring is actually a little bit better, just because it's a stadium, and also we'll already be having a full bench to begin with. So I mean, like, just consider, okay, you have an Aggron in the active spot, then you have ideally 3 Bronzongs, but like, you want 2 at the minimum. Like, so you already have 2 on your bench, then you have a Zoroark to stand in or retreat. That means you have 2 bench spots left. Then you have 1 Shaman, because you're probably going to play that down, and then you will be left with 1 of the Aegislash, Dialga, or Heatran in that spot. So I mean, that is really, like, you're going to have a full bench more often than not. And Mr. Mime, while it helps, it just takes up unnecessary room. And plus, we could run Steel Shelter, but we do have the Rush In and Retreat with Zoroark, so we can just easily get rid of statuses, and Mountain Ring is just a way of playing a stadium. That way we can just prevent bench damage from Megaton Slam. We'll be running 2 Aggron Spirit Links, because only 2 Aggron, 2 Float Stones for Zoroark, and even a Bronzong. I mean, that's why we have 2, just so we can be a little more free with how we use it. 3 DCEs for the Megaton Slam or for Dialga or for whatever we decide to attack with, and then 10 Metal Energy just so we can just power up everything, and also particularly Aegislash, who does 40 damage plus 20 more for each Metal Energy. But yeah, that's the deck, and let's just go ahead and see it in action. Alright, we have found one against Tiger Aggron with a fire deck, so that could be a little unfortunate to face, just because, I mean, again, fire is super effective against steel. That's not fun. Oh, it's an Excelgor Escavalier coin. Those are really cool. We do win the coin flip. We will definitely want to go first. I mean, there's no, like, this deck, there is no reason that you would, like, even want to go second. Like, second is always worse than first, and we are going to start off with a Zorua and an Ultra Ball and a Level Ball and a Birch, so that's okay, kind of. It's not the best because my opponent might be able to knock us out turn 1, so I'm probably going to go ahead and Level Ball for a, what is it? I'm going to Level Ball for a Bronzor on the bench, and then go for a probably Birch's Observations. Yes, I would like to draw a card. Oh, we even get a switch, so that's pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and Level Ball right now, grab a Bronzor, put that on the bench, just play that up, and then I can Ultra Ball, actually. I can get rid of this energy and the Lysander, because I kind of want to use the switch this turn, but not really. What do I want to get? Probably, because I mean, we want to shut down EXs, so Dialga would be ideal, but it is prized. So let us just go ahead and grab an Aggron, yeah, and then play that down, and then I will go ahead and switch. You know what? No, I don't want to do that yet, so I am just going to go ahead and Birch. We get heads, luckily. We do get another Zorua, and oh man, we do get that, and then we also can get a Level Ball for another Bronzor. I will be able to get a Bronzong next turn, and I'm going to go ahead and Battle Compress, get 2 more, nope, not a DCE, that is a very bad choice. I'm going to get, you know what, I will just, how much energy do I have in my discard pile? I think I only have 1. So for now, I'm only going to get rid of 2, and I'm just going to end my turn right there. I will evolve into Bronzong and Mega Aggron next turn, and then play the Sycamore down, so I will be able to get 1 energy onto the Aggron-EX for sure, and then, I mean, maybe if I can get another Bronzong, I can go ahead and get another. He does play the Scorched Earth, so we will kind of be at the advantage, I think, for the Stadium War anyway. So this is a Mega Houndoom deck, so that's a little scary because, I mean, he can Oko actually he can Oko everything, and sometimes he doesn't even have to use the, he doesn't even have to discard for the Inferno Fang. So this is going to be a little bit of an uphill battle, but, I mean, we have a decent start. He looks like he's going to just Ultra Ball. What else is he running? An Escape Rope. Looks like he's going to Ultra Ball for a Shaman, more than likely. Unless, yep, he does. And he is going to play that down, draw 6 cards, and yeah, I mean, my opponent had a good first turn. He's going to be able to discard 2 cards. I really hope he doesn't get rid of anything good, because, I mean, if I see both Floatstones, I will just you'll just see 1 tear roll slowly down my cheek. Alright, let's see what he gets. And he gets oh, that's not bad at all. So, gonna play this onto the Bronzong, play the Mega Aggron down. I do have the Aggron Spirit Link, so I will not go down this turn. And then I'm going to go ahead and Sycamore to get 7 cards. I do get the Zoroark. I unfortunately do not get the, whatchamacallit, do not get the Floatstone, but what I can do is play down my hand a little bit for a Shaman. I kind of want to get the Aegislash EX on the bench just because it is good for, if that means my opponent can't play any Burning Energy. So I'm going to go ahead and Ultra Ball away the Mountain Ring and the Heatran to grab a Shaman, and if not a Shaman, then another Bronzong. Okay, I do have the Shaman, and yeah, as you can see, like, this is what I talked about in the beginning. You play so much energy in this deck. Like, you play a ton of energy, or not energy, what am I saying? Like, you fill up your bench really, really quickly. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is Metal Links onto this Aggron, and I think I'm just going to end my turn right there. Hopefully he does not have a Lysander. He might, which would be very unfortunate if... Oh, he does. That was quick. Yeah, and if he has a Fire Energy and a Mega Houndoom, then that will be very bad. Hopefully he will just be able to... Alright, he does. And, wow, he will be able to KO my Mega Aggron immediately. So, what I am going to do is just Slash Blast. So that was... My opponent literally just had everything that turn. So what I am going to go ahead and do is promote the Zoroark and then start powering up the Aegislash, just because that is really the only thing I will be able to use. I can go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and Sycamore this turn, just because I need to get some stuff going. Hopefully I can get another Bronzong out, or a Floatstone. Or a Switch, that works too. I can get another Aggron down, and what I can do is go ahead and Metal Links this onto the Aegislash. And how many Fire Energy? He does, but he does not seem to have a Blacksmith. He will have to discard the energy off that Houndoom. So what I am going to do is go ahead and switch into Aegislash for the time being, just so I can shut down my opponent, and we will go from there. If he has a Hex Maniac, then I'm just going to cry, because that was just too perfect for my opponent. What I can do is, let's see, I kind of need the Floatstone. I can Skyla for that next turn, so I can rush in and retreat. I can slowly power up the Aggron on the bench, although my Aggron Spirit Link, both Aggron Spirit Links are gone. My opponent's just going to Trainer's Mail this turn, get a Birch. If he does, that means he can't go for a Blacksmith, which would actually be pretty phenomenal. Yeah, and that means he can't get another Houndoom powered up on the bench. He does get a Heads, that is good for him. He is definitely going to try to power up this Houndoom on the bench. What I am going to Skyla for the Floatstone next turn for sure, so I can stand in, get one more Metal Energy from the discard pile onto the Aegislash, and then put another Metal Energy onto it, and then just try to attack with Aegislash. I kind of wish I had my Dialga, because that would just shut him down completely. But unfortunately, it is prized, so I will just kind of have to work off of that. We got a very bad matchup first turn, just because, well, first game, just because, I mean, it is a fire deck, so I mean, it automatically has the advantage. And then my opponent also drew incredibly well to start off, so that just put us down very, very quickly. Yeah, I think all I'm gonna do right now is just Slash Blast, I guess, unless he's gonna Lysander. Is he gonna Lysander in another Aggron? Yep, he is. Oh man, my opponent... Yeah, I mean, the Houndoom deck is so quick. So what I am going to do is go ahead and Skyla for a Floatstone. Let's go ahead and do that. Play that onto the Zoroark. Let's go ahead and stand in. And then I will go ahead and Metal Links this Steel Energy onto the Aegislash on the bench. He will be able to KO me next turn, but I will be able to respond with a KO, and then I'm going to retreat and then go for a Slash Blast for, what is that, 120? Yep, 120. So, I mean, we're okay, kind of, sort of, not really. I can't, like, at this point, I'm just going to start powering up the Aegislash completely, because that is what I need to do. He will be able to Golbat, and honestly, Golbat might be his only way. Yeah, Golbat and Crobat, and then trying to go for a Grand Flame or something, because this Houndoom is just stuck. He's going to retreat into the Golbat, just try to buy another turn, I guess. Hopefully I can get like a VS Seeker or something. But if not, the Golbat will just go down, and I will just continue to power up the Aegislash. Yeah, because Oh, or he could just go for the blacksmith to get rid of it. So yeah, my opponent got everything going really quickly. We just had a bad matchup this game. There's... Ooh, I guess he didn't retreat, so, What I can do is go ahead and play this onto the Zoroark so I can kill, and then Metal Links onto the Aggron to force him to play a Lysander, and then Bronzong get another Metal Energy onto the Aggron. That way I have a backup attacker once Aegislash goes down, because he will Lysander that out next turn. And then I'll just go ahead and stand in and then KO this Golbat with a Mind Jack. Yeah, I mean, he will Lysander out the Aegislash for sure next turn. However, we will be able to respond with a KO on the Houndoom, so that'll be nice-ish, I guess. If he does get a Lysander up again, then that will be a problem. Yeah, he's definitely going to be able to KO this Aegislash. I kind of, like, if I had Dialga powered up, I would be just fine, because, I mean, Dialga would shut down the EXs, and that's what it's designed to do. Unfortunately, it is prized, so that is a bit of a problem. My opponent will be able to get another Mega Houndoom on the bench, so, I mean, he'll be able to get that powered up very quickly, and, I mean, this active Mega Houndoom is just going to be a problem. Yeah, he's going to Lysander in the Aegislash, KO it, but there's not much we can do, except just watch and cry. Yep, he doesn't even have to discard the energy, which, I mean, whatever. What works, works, and then we will go into the Zoroark and go from there. So we do get another Bronzong, not a big deal. I am just going to go ahead and play the... I'm going to play the DCE onto this Aggron, go for a Sycamore, and then see if we can get something else. We do get an Aggron, but I don't... I could get a Heatran out right now. That's what I could do, so I'll do that and that. Then go for a Heatran to get... Oh, I guess can't go for Heatran. Did I discard it? I think I might have discarded the Heatran. Yep, I did discard the Heatran. So there's... Oh, we lose next turn anyway because of our deck. Oops. I can just Birch, but, I mean, we just go for a Mind Jack right here, and we were fighting an uphill battle to begin with. So, I mean, there was not much we could do. Our opponent's going to win next turn anyway, but we went through our entire deck, and we still don't see the Dialga. Oh, man, if I had the Dialga, then I would be in a much, much, much better position, just because, I mean, that was all I could do, was just kind of watch and cry. But, I mean, we'll just go ahead and let our opponent play down this turn, and then, I don't know, maybe I'll just as a last turn, just because I will go ahead and Lysander in the Shaman. I mean, why not? He will be able to KO the Zoroark, or if he has a Lysander... Nope, he can't Lysander, but he will be able to get rid of this Zoroark, and... Yeah, that'll pretty much be the game, just because I can't do anything. Or he just doesn't discard, so I mean, it's... The game's over. I mean, I have nothing left, so I'm just gonna be really cool. Actually, what I can do to try to prolong is go for a Birch. Birch's Observations. Yeah, I need to get those cards back into my deck. Please give me Tails. Oh, whatever. It doesn't matter at all. You know what? Blaze of Glory. I am just gonna go ahead and, yeah, Mind Jack for... Actually, you know what? I'm ending it big. I'm going to go ahead and just going to retreat into this Aggron and just go for a Steel Headbutt. It won't, yeah, it'll do 50 damage, like nowhere close, so we will lose this one, but I mean, it was a bad matchup from the beginning, and my opponent was able to get a Mega Houndoom. I think it was like my opponent was able to get a Mega Houndoom turn 2, and then Lysander in my powered up Mega Aggron. So I mean, my opponent just got a perfect start, and we do lose that one. Not really that big of a deal, but I mean, yeah, he had the type advantage from the beginning. Not much we could do about that. So yeah, we will just try to find one more. All right, we have found a last one against NX, I guess, or whatever. So we will be going for the coin toss. We do get tails. We do want to go first. Hopefully, the tech card that we run to counter whatever my opponent is running will not be prized. Ooh, we do get a solid starting hand. I'm okay with this. Start with a Zorua, a Floatstone, and a DCE. So that means my Zorua will be able to retreat first turn if I so choose. We do see that this is a Latios EX. Yeah, my Zorua does resist, so it won't matter really. So I am just going to play the DCE onto this, and then play the Shaman down, draw into 3 more cards. We do get a Zoroark. Nothing else we can really do, so I guess we are just going to retreat into the... the Shaman won't really be in any danger, so I am just going to retreat into that, and then end my turn because my Zoroark will be able to stand in next turn. Hopefully I can get a draw supporter of some kind. Latios, I mean, this is the exact reason I didn't want my Zorua in the active spot, because if my opponent gets a Psychic Energy, he will be able to fast raid, and that would have knocked out the Zorua. So he's going to go for the Giovanni Scheme, draw into 5 cards. That means he cannot Lysander. And yeah, that's just going to be it for my opponent. I'm going to go ahead and play the Zoroark down, and then I'm going to repeat ball for a Bronzor. I didn't want to evolve just yet, and my opponent just concedes because he saw that we had a good starting hand, although we didn't really. But I mean, hey, that works. I'm going to try to get one more. No promises, though. Alright, we have found the real last battle, and no matter how this one goes, that's going to be it. We are against 32914. I wish I was against 24601. And we do lose the coin flip. That stinks. I mean, this deck really likes going first. I mean, there's no benefit to going second. I think I've said that before. Who knows? I am rambling at this point. It is... you know what? My brain is shutting down, so we're just going to go from here. We do start off with a Aggron and a Zorua Zoroark, so that's not... It's not horrible. It's not great, but it's not horrible. I'm just going to go ahead and play the Zorua on the bench, and then see... Alright, we're against a Manectric deck. Alright. These are... I kind of like the full art on this. I don't know, it's like... looks a little weird just because, I mean, it looks like he's just floating on stuff, and Manectric obviously cannot fly. Alright, so we actually... So the steal will be a benefit and a detriment this battle. It will be super effective on the Articuno, but it will be not very effective on the Manectric and Mega Manectric. It doesn't matter if we can get a, what was it, like, I forget what it was called, Mega Aggron's attack, but alright, my opponent just judges us. Stop judging me. People are way too judgmental these days, and ooh, that's not good. I mean, I can get a Shaman off of it, but like that's not ideal by any means. What I can do if my opponent doesn't have any energy is just go for... Okay, my opponent is just going to go for a Shaman now, probably to get 6 cards. I mean, or a Hoopa, yeah, Hoopa to get Shamans and whatnot. Although Hoopa is Lysander fodder, so we'll probably try to go after that a little bit. And yeah, we'll just go from there, I think, maybe, possibly, potentially. But really depends on what I draw into. Like, I could argue that both hands were bad, but alright, my opponent just gets a Mega Manectric, another Manectric, and a Shaman. So, looks like my opponent's just got all full arts and secret rares, so I mean, that's pretty cool, not gonna lie. And then... yeah, it looks like it's just a Mega Manectric deck with Articuno Tech, I guess. I don't know why he's powering up that one on the bench with the Manectric Spirit Link. I guess he just wants to... Ooh! What I can do is Ultra Ball away the Ultra Ball and a... do I want to get rid of a DCE? No, I'm going to get rid of a Skylight, just pray that my Shaman gives me something. Yes, we do have the Shaman. We also have the Dialga, which we will definitely want to try to get going. We do get a Birch's Observations, which is not ideal by any means. Actually, I mean, the 3 DCEs was what was not ideal. The Birch's Observations is ideal, especially because we draw 7 cards off of it. And what I can do is play a Bronzor down, Level Ball for another Bronzor, yes. And then Ultra Ball, get rid of the Rough Seas, and then Ultra Ball away both of these to grab a Zoroark. And then I still will have, let's see, and yeah, I think that will be my turn. My opponent will be able to get some damage off, but we will immediately be able to, if we want to, that is, immediately be able to Mind Jack for 160. Wow, that's ridiculous. I might, I don't have the Lysander anymore. Okay, so he does counter my Stadium. He does get the Mega Manectric up on the bench, so he will, I wonder what he's going to try to snipe with the Manectric, because he will be able to go for an overrun this turn if he chooses to. He does choose to just go ahead and get a Manectric Spirit Link on it. I want to be careful with my Zoroark just because, I mean, that is my only means of really switching around, and I only want to attack if I have to. Yeah. I mean, I want to get damage on this Manectric and that Mega Manectric, but I don't think it will necessarily be worth it. Man, my opponent just has Secret Rare everything, and Secret Rare and Full Art everything. Jeez, well, except for Lugia. Psh, noob. Doesn't have a Full Art Lugia. He does even have the Heart Gold, Soul Silver Energies and the Heart Gold, Soul Silver Judge, so I mean, that's pretty legit. Yeah, I mean, my opponent doesn't, unless he has... I wonder what he has in his hand, because it looks like he has a supporter based on the way he's played down his hand. Oh, he does have a Trainer's Mail. I'm really hoping he doesn't get anything off of it. He does just get a Battle Compressor off of it. Wow. My opponent's actually running very low, so I mean, Deck Out is a definite option, because I mean, Mega Aggron is so bulky that it takes a while to take down. So I mean, that might just be what we end up doing for our opponent. I mean, just Lysandering in something in the Hoopa to make it stall for time or something like that. If only Zoroark's attack was based on the number of Pokemon in play. I mean, Mind Jack does 160, but that just misses out on 170 KOs. So I mean, if only it was like 20 plus, then that'd be ridiculous, because then if your opponent had a full bench, you could OHKO EXs in just one hit. But, I mean, oh well, not a big deal. If we had a Muscle Band, then that would also work too, but unfortunately we don't. So, I mean, there's that. If I can get a Bronzong in play, I guess I can get something else going. And my opponent's just playing down his turn. Oh, he doesn't have another Secret Rare Manectric? Jeez, what's wrong with you? And yeah, he does just switch into the Secret Rare one. I mean, I really don't understand what difference it makes. Oh, we do get a Bronzong. We also can get a Zoroark going, and what I am probably going to do is just VS Seeker for a Birch's Observations, and then go for that, hopefully get heads, which we do. We even get... Oh, I will play down this Dialga. Okay, the Dialga is what I'm going to be focused on for this deck. For this match, just because it has the Chrono Wind, and basically, I mean, I guess he can play around it because he would just have to switch out, but we also have the Full Metal Impact, and you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and stand in this turn, get a 2-hit knockout on the Mega Manectric, and this, I could go for the Dialga, but I mean, Mega Manectric has Free Treat anyway, so it wouldn't be doing too much. So you know what? I'm just going to do what the star of the deck is designed to do. I'm going to Battle Compressor, get rid of 2 energies, and counter his Stadium. And, I mean, he can't attack next turn. Like, there's no way he'll be able to attack. So what I am just going to do is a Mind Jack for 160. I will be able to 2-shot the Manectric if he chooses, but I doubt he'll want to. Oh, whoops, I could have Metal Linked onto the benched Aggron-EX, but I kind of forgot, which that actually might come back to bite me. Oh well, if I can get a DCE, then that'll be fun, because I only have 1 DCE in play. He does Escape Rope, though, So what I am going to do is actually go into my Mega Aggron, because I can just stand in, and also the more damage this thing gets on it, the more Raging Hammer will do. He is going to VS Seeker, probably grab a Sycamore, I would guess. Yep, he does, and he's actually almost in single digits. He does get rid of a Lysander, so that's kind of nice. I mean, I guess the what was it? I guess the escape rope acted as a makeshift Lysander, but not really. The idea is just going to go into Hoopa. Huh, that's weird. I guess he's just letting Hoopa take a hit. And then I am going to go ahead and stand in, just because I do have... Well, I can attack, but I'm going to go ahead and Metal Lynx one onto this Aggron, and then hopefully I can get a DCE off this and or a Mega Aggron, but just going to Birch, or Sycamore. Why do I always say Birch? But don't get anything that we really wanted. We can level ball for another Bronzong though, so that is an awesome option. Just go for that right now. And you know what? We can have a fully powered up Mega Aggron next turn because of the... Yep, just go ahead and... Wait, hold on. Do I have a... Alright, just wanted to make sure I had an Aggron Spirit Link attached to that. So yes, let's just do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and... Yeah, I'm just going to Mind Jack for 160. Next turn I can Lysander out a Mega Manectric. The Hoopa is stuck in the active unless he can get it out somehow. And I do have a Mountain Ring regardless, so... I mean, I will, unfortunately, probably have to burn a DCE to be able to retreat, but, I mean, that's not too huge of a deal overall, just because, I mean, I will... Oh, he just has a switch. So, he will KO the Zoroark this turn, most likely. Actually, he will definitely be able to. So, I mean, that's really unfortunate. But what I can do is... I want to get rid of this one that has the energy on it, so I am just probably going to Sycamore and then Pray. Unfortunately, he will be able to power up another Mega Manectric on the bench. So, I mean, with the Turbo Bolt, I mean, once you get Mega Manectrics going, they just power up each other. Unfortunately, they only hit for 110, but my opponent will be able to take the first prize, so that stinks. But it's not a big deal. If he does get that Mega Manectric, then we can just... Let's see, what do I want to do? Probably going to promote the Mega... I'm trying to decide what I want to promote. Probably the Mega Aggron, just because it can't be two-shotted. And yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We get another Bronzong. Can I get... I might just Skyla for a Professor's Letter. Do I have a Skyla? Yes, I do. And I will have a Professor's Letter in my deck, so let's go ahead and do that. I do have the Mountain Ring that will prevent damage done to me. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. And then I'm just going to go ahead and Professor's Letter, grab 2, and then I will slowly also power up the Dialga in the background, because I can just go ahead and Metal Lynx, grab the only one, and slap it down on the Dialga. So that is what we're going to do, and then we are going to hope that the coin flips like us, because then we will be able to KO... Nope, but our bench is safe for this turn. Unfortunately, Mega Aggron will have to take a hit, and I really need the whatchamacallit. I do need a heads next turn, although what I am going to do is Lysander in this Manectric on the bench. My opponent will be able to get up another Manectric in the back, but unfortunately I don't think... My opponent only has 5 cards left, so he will have to try to beat me in the next 5 turns, which is very possible, but very improbable due to Manectric being very, very slow. What I could also do is, Yeah, I'm definitely going to Lysander in that Manectric just to get one of them off the board. He will be able to get more energy to power up different things, but it's not too big of a deal because I can just Mega Aggron, and he will actually sacrifice this Mega Manectric this turn to get 110 off on me. There is no way that he can get this will actually be a 3-hit knockout on this Mega Aggron because of all of its HP. And yeah, I mean, my opponent very well might deck out, especially if he like tries to play any more resources. I will get my Dialga powered up in the back just so I can get damage spread out. That way it can just KO everything with Full Metal Impact. Or I might... Oh, he is just going to Lysander in the Shaman to take 2 prizes. But, I mean, that's a waste of a Lysander. And, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of okay with this position. I mean, it's not ideal, but it's okay. Especially because now Mega Aggron is in, more or less. Yeah, gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'm just going to immediately Megaton Slam. And then, you know what, might as well try to go for more damage. I mean, wait, we are protected, right? Yes, we are. So, you know what, just go for more damage anyway. Get Tails, doesn't matter, my bench is safe, and the Mega Manectric 1 goes down. So we actually just need 2 more heads and then we win for certain. What do I want to do? I mean, like I said, I'm going to continually power up this Dialga in the back. That way it can one-shot the Manectric EX on the bench with the Full Metal Impact, and then Mega Aggron will just have to take a hit and I will kind of pray for heads. I mean, that's really all I can do at this point, is just kind of hope that I can continually get heads. I will be able to counter his Stadium immediately. He will be able to go for a Turbo Bolt on this Mega Aggron, and if he knocks out, if my Mega Aggron does get close to knocked out, I will like immediately retreat it into the Dialga just so the Articuno can't revenge kill me, because then he will be able to win with the what was it? With the Tri-Edge. But yeah, as you can see, Mega Aggron is super bulky, and my opponent is trying to decide what to do. I mean, I really don't have a choice in what I'm doing, and yeah, he's just thinking. I mean, what else is he gonna do? He's just gonna Turbo Bolt this turn. I mean, unless, okay, he's gonna VS Seeker. What's he gonna get? Another Lysander to take out a Bronzong? I mean, that'll get him closer, but that won't. Huh. I mean, yeah, he's probably definitely gonna try to Lysander out a Bronzong and get rid of it. But I mean, he still has to take out either Mega Aggron-EX or Dialga-EX, and both of those are both very big threats to him. Just, I mean, so he's even powering up the Hoopa, probably because he doesn't want it to get Lysandered and then KO'd. Actually, what I can do is immediately Lysander in the Shaman to get a guaranteed knockout. And he's down to 1 card, so if we can survive the next 2 turns, we win. So what I might even do is just force... Yeah, he will get a knockout on the Bronzong. Oh, he forgot to play the Rough Seas. And he'll probably attach to the Articuno more than likely. Yeah. But he only has 1 water energy. So, I mean, after next turn, he just kind of loses. So, yep, gonna go ahead and play this Aggron. And then, unless he has a Birch, yeah, I am just gonna power up this Dialga right here. I'm gonna get rid of that. And then I kind of want to Lysander in the Shaman, but, I mean, I'm due to get heads, right? I mean, I kind of want to save it for when I have the guaranteed win. So I'm just going to go ahead and Megaton Slam. Yes, please. Give me heads. Yes, and we one-shot a Mega Manectric EX. Haha. So that's pretty awesome. And we can actually, I think, win next turn for sure, because I can pay the 4 retreat cost with the Mega Aggron. And then Lysander in his Shaman for the... Lysander in his Shaman, go into Dialga for the Full Metal Impact, and that will be it. Unless I kind of, I mean, let's see. Yeah, there's, I mean, even if he gets all 3 heads. Ooh. if he gets 2 heads, he wins. All right, comes down to coin flips. Let's see, can we win this? Oh man, comes down to this. 1. All right, he wins. Oh, of course he goes 3 for 3 just to spite me. Oh my goodness. Man, so, I mean, we lose 2, but I mean, both of them were really close games. This one, the guy just got extremely lucky. I mean, I went 0 for 2 on the Full Metal Impact heads, so I mean, that really stunk. I mean, had we even gone 2 for 3, then I would have won. But, oh well, I mean, that's the deck, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and this is Styx, signing out. Why not? See you guys.